Hey guys, Dane from Scoggin-Dickey Parts Center, and we're starting up part 2 of Lightening the Lead Sled already. So as you can see, we've got Gordon and Jesse is in the background over here somewhere. They're already hard at work on getting the front brakes removed on this Charger. So there's the old adage of, you know, brakes only slow you down, but what if brakes could make you go faster? That's something that we're going to be testing out on this, is that we're going from the OEM brakes that are on these. They're absolutely massive units. And we're going to a TBM XS3. These are a different rotor setup, a different caliper as well. And so it's supposed to be a lighter setup overall, not just with the caliper, but also with the rotors. And like I had said in the previous video, it's a rough ballpark of about 10 pounds of rotating mass nets you about 1/10 in the quarter mile. Anything else like that for other forms of racing is going to be, you know, there's going to be some gains here and there. But the main focus for this car is strictly for drag racing. And so Gordon and Jesse are over here already pulling these off. This is going to be a front and rear brake rotor and caliper change. So we're going to pull these things off, get the new TBM XS3s installed, and also we have some AAD performance control arms over there that are ready to go on as well. Get all of those installed. We're going to do some final weighing on it after we get everything else taken care of, and we'll report those results. Oh my gosh. That is 47 pounds. So just caliper and rotor off of the front is 47 pounds. So swapping over to the TBM caliper and rotor here, and let's get the weight for that one real quick. We got the TBM calipers. This doesn't have the brake pads in it at the moment, but you got the caliper and the rotor. 14 pounds. Also, look at just how incredibly thick that caliper is for the stalker. So pretty amazing. But yeah, 14 pounds. So we've already dropped a lot just with that setup. So yeah, cool. We're gonna keep moving on this one, but it's going to be interesting to see how much weight we've dropped with this, with just a brake change. I wanted to harp on Gordon's attention to detail. He opted to get some bolts for these brakes that are safety wired. So nice little attention to detail. Definitely something that, you know, being proactive on safety and whatnot. So, but yeah, they're already making some good progress. Got the first caliper and rotor off, and then Gordon is hard at work on getting the control arms off now. So moving right along. Got the first trailing arm off. 5 pounds. Okay, so we're going to swap over to the AAD control arm. Woo. 3 pounds. Okay, so we got the other part of the control arm off, and it is 7 pounds. Swapping over to the AAD arms, and 3 pounds. So we're also taking the shocks out, which you can see are already gone. We are opting for the HHP Demon springs. And so Gordon is already getting everything ready in the works. Jesse's got the spring compressor. These things should come off pretty quick, and we've got them going in here. Those look really cool. Spring to spring. So that's going to be for the front as well as the rear. So we're going to have some fun with weight transfer on all this. It's going to be just about 100 pounds off the front end of this car with the components that have been swapped out. So it should be fun to see what everything looks like afterwards. with the balance front to rear, as well as the weight that we drop. Woo! It's coming in.
Oh, ready to kill some demons.
So one thing to be mindful of whenever you're installing these control arms for the lead trailing arm here, it is actually has a curve right here. So this is on the passenger side, so the curved portion faces out. This actually allows for clearance of your wheel when you're turning at a high angle. And also Gordon was talking about how some people will install these flipped, so this is on the other side, and so you've got the flat side over here, and the caster and everything else is completely just out of whack. So just be mindful whenever you're making the swap between the arms. Pay attention to which ones you've got. That way you don't have a crappy ride and have to do this twice. Alright. Weight was 4,544 before dropping all the weight, swapping over to the new control arms from AAE, the TBM brakes, as well as the interior swap. You said maybe close to 100 pounds, Gordon?
I'm thinking 120. We are clear.
4,389. 4,300. It's stabilizing. Yeah, 4,389 pounds. That's awesome.
Yep, we're on it.
Also, front balance has gone from 55% to 53.95. So, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Nice. So what next? Rear springs and
brakes. And that's it. Well, if you guys managed to stick around long enough for this part, we're at the end. At least so far for this project. So, Lightening the Lead Sled, the results are in. It's still a lead sled, but we managed to get the weight down to 4,366 pounds, which is pretty substantial. Also shifted the weight balance almost a full percentage point. It's back to 54.6%, which is, that's great. That's actually the direction that we wanted it to go. So really, this whole series, we've done our interior stuff, we've done suspension, brakes, and a few other things, including crash bar. We really want to say thank you for the guys at AAD Performance, HHP, as well as the guys at Simpson with Holly, and so, you know, and as well, it'd be really dumb of me to do this, but to forget, but TBM brakes, this was one of the big things that really dropped a whole lot of weight. So we did seats, we did the harness bar from AAD, we did the Simpson harnesses, we did the AAD crash bar, we did AAD control arms and trailing arms, front and rear. HHP Performance, they did the the Demon Springs from them, which was, it's not really, that one wasn't really a huge like weight loss kind of thing, but it's more for weight transfer whenever Gordon decides to hit the loud pedal on this thing at the track. I'm looking forward to seeing the results for this one. Also seeing how well the car leaves from the line, so that should be an interesting bit to get some footage whenever we do have that happen. We're in Texas. It's just one of those things where we'll probably be able to go to the track within the next month or so. But you know, unfortunately, with the TBM brakes on the installation, I didn't get a whole lot of footage of that. It was happening during the holidays. I'm a screen princess, I know. And so the guys actually did the installation on that while I wasn't here for the rear section. And so I didn't get a whole lot of footage of that, but I had family things to do. Anyway, this one was really, really cool because of the fact that it's a combination of parts to be able to get this final result, which is really, really nice. Now, of course, there are other things we can do, you know, going through and doing Swiss cheesing the whole car, gutting the interior, doing carbon fiber this and that. But I mean, it's still a nice street-driven car, and Gordon likes to be able to enjoy it, you know, without it being a tin can. If we wanted to do a tin can, we could probably start with a tin can and go from there, or put the Hemi in a Fox body. So anyway, this is a lot of fun. We get to do some learning. You get to do some learning. And speaking of learning, here the next little bit, we'll have another video. So make sure that you are subscribed to our channel and following us on all of our little avenues, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We're going to be back in the dyno again. This time we have a Hellcat that we're going to be working on. So we're going to be doing our Hellcat camshafts. We're also going to be doing hopefully some blower comparisons. So, and that data is going to be something that we are going to share with y'all, because when it comes down to you guys doing your builds and installs and planning some stuff out, having the data there in front of you is helpful, because it allows you to be able to make choices on whether you want to do one thing or another, going down different avenues. And so it's not really to try and outsell one thing or another. It's to be able to help you make the decision on, you know, if you want to go in one direction or another, because we love helping you guys out. We love seeing the progress. So if you guys are, you know, out there posting your stuff, tag us. We love to see. I'm the social media guy, so I try to interact whenever I can, outside of my other regular job duties. So once again, thanks for coming by. Make sure, like I said, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you want to see some other projects like this, we need the interaction. So ask questions, give us some insights, maybe see, you know, how heavy is your Mopar right now, because that's pretty nice. Anyway, once again, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys next time for another video. And yeah, it's going to be interesting this year, because it's already the beginning of 2025, and we've got a whole fresh year of fun, loving projects ahead of us. So thanks. We'll see you guys next time.